A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Locates Hardman for another catch. And he is finally out of bounds, just shy of the 5, all the way down at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run.
With wide receiver screens, the timing has to be good, and it was on this play. How about the blocking he received right after the catch?
Yeah, that was great. That opened the hole for that big gain. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Beats drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And then we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert, he dumps it to Eckler underneath. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. And some room to roam now. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 13. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there, as you outlined. No one touched him at all. A free sprint into the secondary.
Yeah, that's what you call breaking free right there. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds, right around the 7. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Eckler. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Beats have taken the lead. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
But he's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Branch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after try forthcoming. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Hardman will elect not to bring this out, and the football will be on the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 56 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Eckler. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. So a big pickup that time. And Charles, defending AFC Player of the Week, maybe bucking towards another award this week.
Yeah, and they say they don't really care about the individual awards. You and I both know
they do.
It means a lot to them. It means respect around the league. And if he's able to show those kind of hands all game long, he can win a second one.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they're going to have a third down. Third down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So they bring out their punter. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
Flushed out right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The play fake. Here's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 10.
Wilson. Buying time to his left. They got his man complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, is starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're...
Touchdown, Jets. It's complete. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Herbert off of play action. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a give right side. Branch. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The handoff, it's Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw again on second down. Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable... Two-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Hardman, he is not going to bring this out, so they will start the drive at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year.
And the Jets are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. They will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
John Franklin Myers able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now it's Wilson. Past the 20. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. Big yardage that time for the Jets.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And they will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Squeeze, get in there. Check. Kill.
Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Full run show Fatukasi. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11 now. Now a give running left is Eckler. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The offense on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Herbert. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Here is Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 143 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.